morning and welcome to day 3 of Vlogust. So today's plan, we're going to head out and there are a couple of little stops around the local area that are sort of a little bit mysterious, a little bit old-timely, and I thought why not have a little adventure and go and see some of these places. I know I've not seen, I think there's 3 that I don't. There's definitely 2 I've never been to before. There's one I've possibly walked past it, I don't know. And then there is one that I go to quite regularly and it is just stunning. So, actually thinking about it, hoping we will get back in time for that last place. If not, then we'll have to go there another day. But first stop is to Brownhills Disused Railway station. Although on the images it doesn't look like it's a station anymore. But I guess we'll see when we get there. So let's have some fun. Let's go explore. Where the walkway was, but it was a whole level down from where I was, so that was sort of a, yeah, I don't know, yeah, I think I'd have to sort of have a good old walk around to try and find it. I did find a route down to that other level, but it was pretty steep and I'm sort of by myself, so I was like, if I go down there and I hurt myself, I'm sort of stuck then really. So yeah, we won't. That one was a little bit of a fail. Back in the car and it has just started raining. So location number 2, successful. The Great Barr Hall, but my god, the hill coming back up to where I've parked. I'm so unfit and out of breath. Oh, the rain's back again. My god, the hill coming back up to where I've parked. Oh, that was exhausting. But successful number 2 location, the Great Barr Hall. There is all scaffolding around it. There is big fences all the way around it as well. But my god, is it creepy. That is, I mean, some of the drawings that are inside, like that you can see from outside, and just the general vibe, the general feeling while you're there. It's so quiet. Like there's nobody else around. Like not like I saw a dog walker just as I was leaving, and I saw a dog walker as I was arriving, pretty much in the same place, in this sort of entrance exit area on this side anyway. But like around the actual building itself, nothing, nobody. So eerie, but also kind of cool, you know. That was so that was successful. Now on to number 3. After going around so many different places, and I thought I would try the new McDonald's menu. There are a couple of items on there that I was super excited to sort of try. They've sort of stood out for the last couple of days. One of them was the, oh, this says toffee crisp, I hope it's not. This is meant to be the Jaffa Cake McFlurry. And then the others was the mango Sprite. Mango Sprite. Ooh. I don't really know what I was expecting, but it certainly wasn't that. It's nice though. That's good. And then the other drink is, this one's green apple Sprite. Oh no, that one's got a kick to it. I think this one's better than that one. But they're both good. I think I prefer this one though. And then because I was like, well, I can't just buy Ladybird. I can't just buy 2 drinks of McFlurry. So I went with our new crispy fajita wrap and chili cheese bites. So let's give this one a try. So this is their new fajita, crispy chicken fajita wrap. Let's have a try. So this is the fajita wrap. There's a bit of spice in there, but it doesn't taste fajita-y yet. I think this bite here will get more of a fajita. You know what? It's okay. I wouldn't say I'm massively bowled over by it. But it's okay. These are just going to taste like any of the chili cheese bites. They do just taste like any other cheese bites. Skip them up McFlurry again before it melts. Little chocolate bits are crunchy. But I don't really think of Jaffa cakes and crunch. It's mainly the sauce that gives it the Jaffa flavour. It's okay, I guess. So I'm going to try and finish the rest of my lunch before the big dirty grey cloud that's up there decides to come out back, because we've already been caught in the rain at least once today. Do I want to be caught in the rain while I'm eating my lunch? Not really, no. But when the clouds are away, it's such a nice day, blue sky, the sun's out, it's really, really warm. But when that grey cloud comes over, it's dark very quickly and it rains very heavy. Not that we can complain because we were earlier in the summer on a hose pipe ban due to the lack of rain, so, which is really hard to sort of follow when you have just had your garden done and it needs watering. Normally it wouldn't really be a problem because we've got a water butt, and I would normally use the water from the watering butt with a watering can, but that had to be emptied so that it could be moved, so I'm waiting for that to be put back in so then we can start collecting the rainwater up again and start using that again to water the plants and look after the gardens. But for now we are having to use the hose. So otherwise my garden is just not going to survive, like the plants are just not going to survive. The fresh seed that was put down is just not going to survive, and it's a shame because you know, the lads have just spent a long old time sorting our garden out, and it's just a shame that it's just fallen into one of the warmest months I think we've ever had, like consecutive days of heat, which I'm not complaining about because I love the sun, I love the heat. I was definitely a lizard in a previous life, to bask in the sun, but yeah, who knows. I can't wait to mow the lawn as well, but I also know you're not supposed to mow the lawn for so many weeks after having seed put down. It's only been 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks since the seed was put down, so I don't think I can mow it for another week and a half also. And I also can't get the weed killer on it until many months after the seeding has happened. So I think because of the weather and how it's been recently, I do think that I'm going to have to try and reseed and level and topsoil the lawn in like September, October time, around the autumn, in the hopes that then for next year we have a really good lawn for next year. But it's going to take some time. We've got a lot of weeds in there, a lot of a lot of dandelions, a lot of just rubbish in there. So yeah, gonna see how we get on, I guess. So I'm going to try and eat my lunch before that looming dark grey cloud comes over. But it's actually got more of a mango-y taste to it now. Still not as strong as the green apple. Out of the two, I'd say this one is my favourite, but still a good contender. But I now have 2 drinks all to myself. So time on. I'm about 3:30. So I'm thinking I might sit down and do some admin work. That sounds a pretty good idea. Sit down and do some admin work, so I've got quite a lot of stuff that I want to catch up with, and I've got quite a lot of things that I need to sort of tick off. Hello?